Welcome to this new Flight Simulator update movie. In this movie, we're gonna look at the latest additions to the Flight Simulator marketplace for Flight Simulator 2020. In this case, 29 new items are added. The first one is from Captain Sim. It's the 76F Freighter Livery Pack number 5, which contains 3 liveries for ABX Air, Maz Air, and Air Canada, but only if you have the 767 Freighter from Captain Sim himself. And here you can see some of the screenshots, right? Air Canada, ABX Air. So pretty cool, Maz Air. Pretty nice. Then the second one is also from Captain Sim. It's for the 777-300 Echo Romeo Golf Echo livery pack number 25 already. In this case, also 3 liveries, Air China, Kuwait Airways, and All Nippon Airways. And in this case, you will need to own the Captain Sim 777-300 Echo Romeo Golf Echo. And here you can see some of the screenshots for this aircraft. It's also pretty nice. Then we've got a new aircraft, which is the AOM Mobile 3.0, created by Live2Air. You can see you even get a dock for free. So it's a new aircraft. So it's a foldable wing system, so which means that you can fold the wings, right? That looks pretty cool. Working drive and flight models, working circuit brakes, high quality textures, custom sounds, realistic refueling and defueling system with a fuel truck, and a highly detailed electronic flight bag, right? That's where EFB stands for, and as well as a detailed manual. So let's have a look at some of the screenshots. And this, I would say, it looks pretty cool. So it's a car and an aircraft in one. So you can drive with it, but you can also fly with it. Pretty cool. Then we've got animals from SoFly. So SoFly has released a package which contains animals. It will add 5,000 newly placed animals across the world in Flight Simulator 2020. Watch lions roam from African plains, witness crocodiles intimidate in swarms, and a lot of more things to come. Right, so here you can see what it contains: 5,000 liveries, 15 different animal types, highly quality 3D modeling. Every animal has their own sequence, giving them a sense of their own free will for fun viewing experience, and a lot of other cool stuff. It works with parallel 4.2 scenes, so keep that in mind. And these are the new animals which are included, right? A whole long list. And here you can see some of the screenshots, like so camels, and looks like sheeps, monkeys. So pretty nice. Then the next one is from Godfriends. It's Avatar Valor. So it adds 6 World War II characters that you can fly with during your warbird expeditions, right? So that means flying with the older aircrafts. So who did they add? Well, these nice persons: Max Sterling, Arthur Johnson, Eugene Robinson, Felix Thompson, Thomas Williams, and David Jackson. So what you need to do is you need to change the avatar, right? In the general options MISC menu, you can go to the pilot and co-pilot, and after that you can change, say, to the individuals listed here below. Then we've got the Boeing 67200 Echo Romeo Papa Whiskey from Captain Sim. So they released a new aircraft. Keep in mind that their aircrafts are always depending on, I would say, other aircrafts. It's also mentioned here, right? They are depending on the default 747. So in this case, the exterior, 2 highly detailed models of the 767-200 Echo Romeo with the Papa Whiskey engines. And then we've got the original 767-200 small front cargo door variant, the full-size front cargo door variant, the cabin with an interior animated pilots, high-resolution textures, realistic animations, as well as the Eastern Airlines aircraft and the Captain Sim house liveries. So you get some liveries for free as part of this package. And here you can see the outside. You also see the usage in the cockpit. Pretty cool. Then the next one is the F4 Phantom Blue Angels and Thunderbirds livery pack, created by Nova Wing 24. Keep in mind that some dependencies are missing, out of date. 4 Phantoms are not owned, right? So now it's, let's say, really checking if you own the, let's say, third party, add-on which you need. And if you're missing it, it shows, hey, you're missing some dependencies, which is really cool, right? I would love that Captain Sim also does the same like this, because this is so much clearer and makes people aware of that. And you will get, say, some nice liveries, right, using this package. And here you can see some of the screenshots, which is cool. Blue Angels from the birds, really nice. Then we've got the F18 Super Hornet pack number 1, created by Polaris VGX. You will get 15 distinct liveries from multiple countries, right? 6 US Navy Blue Angels, Iran, Israel, Kuwait, Australia, Japan, Spain, Switzerland, and Saudi Arabia. And then you can apply them while flying the FA-18 Hornet. Then Just Flight released their F28. It's a Fokker 28 Professional to the marketplace. This one was already available outside of the marketplace, but now they also added it to the marketplace. So that's really cool. What you will get is a lot, right? You will get detailed interiors and exteriors on the MK 100, 200, 300, and 4000 variants with 4K textures. Highly detailed and accessible passenger cabin with forward galley functionality, including fully interactable forward gallery controls for passengers and service door operation, passenger door jetway conversion, cabin lights, and a lot of more cool things. In the cockpit itself, there's an EFB, right, electronic flight bag, as well as the automatic aircraft configuration options. You can get airborne in seconds. Also support for the native MSFS features such as the cockpit, interactive system mode for the Xbox controllers, and for virtual reality support. So a lot of cool things which you will get. I'd say it's not one of the cheapest aircrafts that you will get, but as you can see, it contains a lot of details and a lot of functionalities. So if you're flying, or if you love flying, I would say a Fokker, an older Fokker, then I would say this might be something for you. And you can see that the level of detail is, I would say, amazing. Then going down the list, we will find the flanker created by Diamonds Inc. It's the Sukhoi Su27 Flanker. It's a Soviet origin twin engine super maneuverable fighter aircraft designed by Sukhoi. And this is what you will get, right? A lot of, I would say, very high quality, say, graphics, right? 2D models, textures, and sounds. And a lot of fully animated things: the cockpit, the canopy and jetson, the pilot, the refueling probe, covers, chocks, and leather for apron operations. There's a lot of other cool things which are added when you buy this aircraft. And here are some screenshots, right? So this is the cockpit. I would say if you look at the pictures, it's, I would say, really high quality, right? So really cool. Then we've got the full Libreville International Airport. And full, that's the ICAO code, so FOOL. And by MSF Scenery Builders. It's an airport. Where is it located? Hard to say because they don't mention it. It's in Gabon. Here it is. It's the main international airport in the country, and it was constructed in the 1950s. You can see that it includes passengers and also exterior, say, vehicles and some other vehicles. So pretty nice. Then we've got the FSR 500, created by FS Reborn. It's a turboprop aircraft. Uh, it contains a lot of things, right? High quality things: opening doors, chocks, propeller covers, security cones, ground power units, and red carpet, including with the product. Then I see the tablet EFB, fully customized code checklist as per aircraft POH, pilot operational handbook, with interactive co-pilot, uh, full custom ITT simulation, and then also full custom engine turboprop simulation, full custom cabin pressure system, and full custom climate control system. So pretty cool. You will get 13 liveries with this one. And there's also an integration with Navigraph, as you can see here, which allows you to show the maps into the EFB and also in the G1000 NXI, which is the navigation system in this aircraft. Here you can see some of the pictures. Also highly detailed, as you can see, including here the electronic flight bag. Looks pretty cool. scrolling down the list, we're coming to ORBX, which has released Sacramento International Airport, Kilo Sierra Mike Foxtrot, which is an airport located in the state of California. So they developed it together with the indie developer Matteo Veneziani. Hope I pronounced his name correctly. And this is how it looks like, right? So a lot of details, including some, I would say, cars outside of the terminal building, including some people walking outside the terminal building. It looks like that they also modeled the interior of the tower, which is always cool to see. And these are some pictures of the airport itself. Then the next one is by V Pilot Designs. It's the Latin America hubs. So it contains two airports. It's the El Dorado International Airport and the Tocum International Airport. So it's a bundle which you will get for discount now. So you get two aircrafts. Well, not for the price of one, but with a small discount. We discussed these airports already in the past, so I'm not going to go to them because we already did it in the past. Then we've got the Cambrai Pinoy Air Base, Lima Foxtrot, Quebec, India, from Miltech Simulations. It looks like they changed the focus a little bit from the aircrafts also to the airports. So it contains static aircrafts from multiple, say, types of Mirages with the real machine numbers and registration, maintenance zones and hangars, vegetation, biomass suitable for actual vegetation, photorealistic textured buildings with night textures, and several other cool things, including, I would say, modeling of the military installations and their dedicated squadrons. And here you can see some of the pictures which they have released, including some people walking outside of the aircrafts, also in military clothes. So pretty realistic, this one. Then, scrolling down the list, we will find another airport, which is the Colmar Meinheim Air Base, Lima Foxtrot, Sierra Charlie, also by Miltech Simulations. This airport is also in regional France near the German and Swiss borders. Also a lot of cool things, including some other static aircrafts compared to the previous one. But the rest of it, you can see it's pretty much the same, right? All kind of cool things which they have added for this military airport. So let's have a look at some of these screenshots. Pretty nice. Cool. Then the next one is created by Riviera Scene. It's the Sidan Dusi Airport, Lima Foxtrot, Sierra Yankee. No, Sierra Juliet. Sorry. It's an airport which has been added or updated for Flight Simulator. It's where it's located. I think it's in France, to be honest. But they didn't add too much details about what they included. But based on this, I would say they updated the hangars, updated the runway, likely, uh, taxiways, and some, I would say, vehicles outside of the airport. Then the next one is from the flying partner Slovakia. It's the Okava Airport Pack, Lima Zulu Oscar Charlie. Yeah, Charlie. It's an airport which is a beautiful airport in the heart of Slovakia, right? So, and you will get a lot of nice things, newly modeled buildings, custom buildings and hangars, custom airplanes and cars, a lot of custom objects, 1103 pieces handpicked, edited and fitted 3D objects. So a lot of work and based on all kind of realistic pictures which they took. So if you can even see the playground here, people waiting or people watching the aircrafts. So nice. Then, scrolling down the list, we will find DXR, which have released their Cuernavaca International Airport, Mike Charlie Bravo. It's an airport which is located in Temixco Morales in Mexico, near Cuernavaca. Hope it pronounced correctly. There's not too much detail about what they included, so let's have a look at the pictures. It looks like that they have included the tower interior, some heliports. I just told them hangars. Also, this one looks pretty cool. Then the next one is the RQ4 by Machinery. It's a highly detailed model, fully animated, of the RQ4, which is a high-altitude, remotely piloted surveillance aircraft, which was introduced in 2001. And here you can see how it looks like. So it depends if you like to fly this. To be honest, I'm not too big fan of those aircrafts. This one might be interesting for you. The S70 Okotnik, hope I pronounced correctly, created by the same developer, Machinery, is the F-17 Octopic B, also referred to as the Hunter B. It's a Russian stealth heavy unmanned combat airline vehicle. So again, right, it's unmanned in this case, just like the previous one. So don't expect a large cockpit, etc. Then we've got Geardown Simulations. They released Itumbria, Itumbria Airport, Sierra Bravo, India. Tango, it's in Brazil. Not too many details and also not too many screenshots. So we need to do it with this, but it looks pretty cool. Then WingSim, which have released this Benito Salas Airport, Sierra Kilo November Victor. It's also an airport in the southern part of Colombia. Also not too much details here, but below you can see some screenshots, including, let's say, passengers in the terminal, buses outside. So pretty cool. Then scrolling down the list further, we will find Seafront Simulations, which have released the vessels Cape Cod. It's Peninsula of Cape Cod, Massachusetts is a historic maritime area popular with tourists from Boston and much farther afield. Also, some movies are recorded, right? It's a major island of Martha's Vineyard. It's no location for the Jaws film, if you know it. So it includes high-quality PBR models, 8,500 vehicles, or vessels, sorry. Smoke and wake VFX, night and navigation lighting, local ferry services, and other cool stuff. And this is how it looks like, right? So a lot of different boats, including ferries, as you just saw. So you can fly over it and enjoy it because it adds a lot of more realism to Flight Simulator. Then the next one is the Channel Islands, also by Seafront. I think this one, I would say this is an older package, but it looks like they just released it to Flight Simulator. I think that the previous one was already there. So in this case, oh, here it's a V2. Okay, that's cool. So this one has been updated. So you now have 3,400 vessels, more than 10 marinas, coastlines across 5 islands. It includes PBR vessels, animated ships, motorboats and yachts, wake and smoke, VFX, and night lighting in marinas. And this is what you will get, right? So it adds a lot of, I would say, reality to Flight Simulator. Then we've got Langkawi Airport, Whiskey Mike Kilo Lima, created by South O Corporation. They did it in partnership with Shade Scene. So what does the airport have? It's custom terraforming, custom scenery objects with terminal hangar and more. Moderate terminal interior details, hand-placed taxiways and runway lights, taxi center, taxiways edge, runway light system, etc. Handcrafted ground markings, and a lot of cool other stuff. You can see the outside. It looks pretty nice. And if we go inside, we don't see any passengers, right? So they spend some time on the interior, but not the passengers as it looks like. So also pretty nice. Then at the bottom list, we find Penang Airport, Whiskey Mike Kilo Papa, created by Salvo Corporation, again with a shade scene. It's present is the Penang Airport in Malaysia. I would say same characteristics, although this one has custom jetways, which the previous one didn't have, as well as the handmade taxiways and runway light systems, as well as the taxiway center, taxiway edge, runway light system, etc., as well as the full day and night lighting. And by the way, we're missing our favorite, I would say, developer, which is developing the night or the evening scenery. They didn't release anything this week. So maybe next week a lot of more stuff will come. And then last but not least, it's the Mitsubishi Heavy Industries MU2, created by Microsoft in cooperation with Ini Buildings. I'd say you can buy it, right? It's a really nice aircraft. I also bought it and did play around with it a few times, not too much time. I did not have too much time yet to really play with it, but did a few short flights. Still, would say learning the aircraft, but it's a pretty cool one, which includes both passengers as well as cargo. Uh, this is the passenger sub version. Say pretty detailed, I would say, cockpit and EFB, although the EFB is, I would say, really limited, but I would say pretty nice that they have included it. And here ends our review of the new stuff being added to the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2020 for the PC version. In total, 29 new items. Here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.